always hard to tell how bad it is in China.
Because they systematically lie.
They systematically lie, and also, you're trying to get information that, like, stuff like this that's super censored, you're trying to get it from social media, but people in China using social media are just like people anywhere else using social media. You tend to kind of panic and like doom scroll, right? So then you have like all these videos of people waiting in line at hospitals and, but it's hard to tell whether that's just normal winter. Everybody's getting viruses.
Because you made this point to me. That was very interesting.
China's healthcare system is set up differently than the U.S., right, or many other Western countries.
But even countries that have socialized medicine, it's different.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't mean like the socialized medicine part, which it's complicated in China, but I just mean there are no primary physicians in a sense. Like, you don't go to your doctor's office. Like, if you get sick, you go to the hospital. Like, everybody just goes and gets treated at the hospital. So when hospitals look like they're overflowing and, there's so many people, it could be
just flu season.
Yeah, it could be similar to like the urgent care in your local town is overflowing with people who have the flu, but you wouldn't look at that and be like, oh my God, it's a catastrophe. The way we think of, like, you're only going to a hospital if it's an emergency, and if the emergency rooms are overflowing with people who are sick, then it must be a deadly pandemic.
Yeah, and because especially with COVID in everybody's minds, we know how the Chinese Communist Party has systems in place to cover up.
And I'm sure they've only developed those systems even better because of COVID.
Yeah.
So, it's very hard to tell. There have been reports that, there's this HMPV virus, which is like a kind of not...
The metapneumovirus?
This is why I said at the beginning, viruses.
Yeah. But then there's also reports that H5N1, which is the bird flu, is spreading in China. It is so hard to tell what is actually happening.
Yeah. Like I saw that there was a quote from the Dajiyuan, which is the Chinese version of the Epoch Times. They interviewed a Chinese doctor who said that he's encountered no fewer than 100 cases of the bird flu, and he said it's already spread widely. It's basically out of control. It'll be officially announced. Large-scale quarantine zones are already under construction.
Yeah, but then...
I haven't seen that.
We haven't seen the video evidence of large-scale quarantine zones.
Yeah.
I think there's been some stuff that has been online, but it's unclear whether those are just like the leftover buildings from COVID or if these are new quarantine constructions. And there's also been, there are rumors about like lines at crematoriums or stuff. Like, it feels like a lot of the stuff that was happening during COVID, but you cannot be sure.
But let me just, assuage your fears, Shelley. The WHO has confirmed China's story that there is nothing to worry about.
Yes, well, as we all know, as long as the WHO said something. Actually, somebody reposted on X yesterday this video that I had completely forgotten about, which was a Hong Kong reporter from RTHK interviewing a WHO official over Zoom or whatever, and asking him about Taiwan.
Oh, yeah. I think it was, I reposted it from Drew Pavlu, who posted it.
Okay, I probably saw Drew's.
Yeah.
So then it was just like, okay, yes, she tried to ask him about Taiwan joining the WHO, and then he just...
I can't hear you.
He was like silence. He's like, sorry, I didn't get your last question. She's like, I can repeat the question. He's like, no, let's just move on. And then she tried to ask it again, and he hung up.
Yeah.
And then she tried to call back, and then he was just like, yeah, sorry, bad connection, blah, blah, blah. And then she tried to ask him something else she tried to ask him how Taiwan has done in its COVID response, which was excellently. And then he was saying, oh, well, we already talked about China. Like, he wouldn't even say the word Taiwan.
Wow.
He just kind of pretended like Taiwan was part of China, and she was asking him about a part of China. And he's like, we've already talked about China's response, which was indeed excellent. And now I have to go.
I mean, this is, I know this gets controversial, but I'm not entirely broken up about Trump withdrawing the U.S. from the WHO again.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's an argument for both sides, right? Where like when we had, I cannot remember her name, the
who
deputy
YouTube
assistant to the
Mary Kissel?
Mary Kissel, yes.
Yes, point for me.
Thank
Suck
you.
it, Matt.
One of the things I have lost since COVID is the ability to remember people's names.
Yeah.
Like I can picture who I'm talking about in my head. I can say everything around the person, but I can't remember their name.
I mean,
That's
what's
weird
in a name?
because that hasn't happened to me.
Good for you, Matt.
That's a callback. That's a good technique
Yeah.
in humor.
I forgot that he had made fun of my name.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, so I was just like, okay.
I was kind of surprised by your reaction because I was expecting you to riff off of that.
Yeah,
but-
no, I had.
Wow.
Oh my God, I'm not doing well, guys. But
Our brains. You're witnessing in real time our brains.
I
start to
was
slush.
trying to make you say Shelby in your head.
oh no, it didn't work because my brain apparently erased. Was it?
So Mary
Shelby?
Kiss?
Yes.
What,
I thought it
no,
was
it's like
Sherby.
Sherby. It was Sherby.
It was Sherby.
because it rhymed with Furby.
You forgot.
Sherby,
the
you
fake
must be
name
joking.
that you gave me.
Of course, I'm serious, and don't call me Sherby.
We should have that on a T-shirt.
Merch.
Yeah,
we're getting
yeah.
all the merch.
Anyway, so
Mary Kissel.
Mary Kissel
said,
said something about, she saw how corrupt the UN was, right?
Mhm.
But then the question is, do you go in and try to fight it?
Mhm.
Like, do you try to fight the CCP influenced in the UN? Or do you, like,
Withdraw.
and just, like, F it? And
Yeah.
then, like, the CCP essentially takes over the UN or takes over the WHO. So it's, I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know what's
I
better.
mean, my take is they've already taken it over on the U.S. dime.
That's true. I think that's also what Mary Kissel said. Is like the U.S. is funding a lot of this stuff, so you could use that leverage.
Yeah.
Like you could use the leverage of, well, we're leaving the WHO, but unless you reform,
Mhm.
but that's apparently not what we're doing.
All right. Quick side note. I know we interviewed Mary Kissel, but was it Kelly Currie we're talking about, who was the UN ambassador or assistant U.S. ambassador to the United Nations?
Yes, because Mary Kissel was the
With the
assistant
State
to the
Department.
Secretary of
Point
State.
away from Chris, back to Matt.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, Mary Kissel was the assistant to, like, she worked with Mike Pompeo in
Yeah.
state. You're right. It is Kelly Currie.
Very good, Matt.
So at any rate,
Oh my God.
No, this is a chance for you to gloat. You've earned this. Enjoy your stupid poison coffee mug.
I'm so glad this podcast is not going on the website. It is only going on the website. It is not going on YouTube. Because we need to look like we are serious China experts.
Do we? Have
we
ever?
are serious China expert. I'm not a serious China expert.
Yeah, we've always done the show with a little nod and a little wink. That's why people like it. You like us, right?
Yeah. I mean, the difference is that since I was a teenager, I always wanted to be a serious journalist. And I was for many years. And then somehow I got involved in this. And maybe I'm less serious now.
In high school, all I wanted to do was be able to do a kamehameha. You don't know what I'm talking about.
No,
No.
I feel like I've definitely
Ugh.
seen that word, but I don't know what it is.
I'm surrounded by
Plebs.
just people with a different worldview. Anyway,
No. Now I have to look this up.
Shelly, Shelly's looking this up. I know you know what I'm talking about. Yes, I'm talking about Kamehameha, the King of Hawaii.
I'm like, it can't be this.
Yes.
What is
yes,
it?
the King of Hawaii, who recognized.
This is from Dragon Ball.
No, I'm talking about the King of Hawaii, who recognized.
You don't know who the King of Hawaii was.
No, he the first Emperor of the United States and Protector of America.
Oh, the guy we did.
We did a History Unearthed
Emperor
about.
Emperor Norton.
Emperor Norton, yeah. He recognized Emperor Norton as the legitimate leader of the United States. And then
and then
president of
somehow
the U.S.
still
took over this
America
country.
took Hawaii.
Yeah, after that.
Well,
So what is this other thing that I've never heard of? Something about dragon scrotum. I don't know.
Wait, this is what you wanted to have
It is
when you were in high
Goku's
school?
signature technique in Dragon Ball.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I
I
fondness of Peloponnesian politics. That was me in high school. Confession.
You were just a Hawaii nerd.
Yeah. Man, when Moana came out, good day.
Matt's very confused right
You're
now.
welcome.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this highlight from our podcast. China Unscripted and China Uncensored only exists because of your support. Pro-CCP big tech censorship is trying to run us out of business. Subscribe to our new premium website, ChinaUncensored.tv, to help us carry on the fight to uncensor China. And you'll also get exclusive episodes, live streams, and of course, the full podcast. Plus, my undying love. And you can't put a price on that.